I'm sitting in the Lindo Channel where just a few months ago I would have been swept away by raging waters. And now that summer is almost here, all that's left is just rocks. What people don't realize is that these lights are actually solar. It's hard to believe that this stump used to be part of that tree. This is the site in the Riverfront District where one of the company's greenleaf processors could soon open up shop. At the height of the flooding, this shade structure behind me was almost completely underwater. Now take a look at the true scope of the damage to this park. This picnic table is completely unearthed, even the foundation.
Don't come around when I'm gone, when I'm gone.
Country music is a passion for 19-year-old Madison Hudson of Wheatland.
You won't find me all alone, 'cause I'm moving on.
Back in 6th grade, I don't know what it was. I just started listening to Taylor Swift, Miranda Lambert, and I just became completely obsessed with it.
Hudson graduated Wheatland High School in 2014, a year early so she can focus on her music career, and her debut album titled The Drive is coming out this year.
Every single song is different in its own way. A lot of it's about the town I'm from, which is Wheatland, and some of it's just experiences that I've had along this music journey.
And every song in the album is written by Hudson herself.
I play modern country, so it has a lot of attitude.
I'm head on heels, baby, I'm coming for you.
Miranda Lambert is like my all-time idol. I love her to pieces. I think her attitude is great. I think she has a great stage performance, so I always look towards her.
Hudson balances taking online classes at Sierra College and performing across Northern California every weekend.
Leave on blowing in the wind, saying goodbye to you.
Her career is beginning to take off, but Hudson says there were times she had doubts.
I got picked on it for a lot, for many reasons. People just found it different.
Hudson's main focus is now her career, but she hopes to inspire other budding country artists along the way.
They can continue fighting for what they want, even though people don't think it's the greatest thing for them. But somehow I seemed to stick it out. I knew it was something that I loved, and I don't know where my life would be without music.
You know I like my chicken fried. I roll me out on Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Austin Herbaugh, Action News Now. The city of Colusa could soon reap the economic benefits of Prop 64, the voter-approved law that legalizes recreational marijuana use. Two companies in the marijuana industry have expressed interest in moving within city limits, bringing as many as 300 new jobs. And despite opposition from some, city council members say this will bring much-needed jobs.
And we feel that this is a good tool for us for economic growth in the future.
This is the site in the Riverfront District where one of the company's greenleaf processors could soon open up shop. The second company, Cultivation Technologies Incorporated, or CTI, hopes to construct a massive 250,000 square foot campus on the south end of town at a cost of $25 to $50 million.
So it's partly cultivation, all of which will occur indoor with LED lighting and 5 tiers of cultivation. It'll also include cannabis manufacturing / extraction, so extraction of cannabis and products made from extracted material, distribution, transportation, and testing.
The City Council is almost finished drafting an ordinance governing how these companies will run business in the city.
Not only will it have 400 jobs and then it'll spur the housing market here, but I think by spurring the housing market and having 400 new jobs will spur, our downtown, some local businesses going in there.
Company reps say picking Colusa was intentional.
So it's a strategic location in that it's, within a few hours of much of the outdoor cultivation.
Despite the promise of a major economic boost to Colusa, others worry about the negative impacts this could bring.
But also you want to know what kind of demographics it's actually bringing into town. Would I support it? No. I think there's better ways to bring economy to a small town, and I don't think that's one of them.
I really can't support any program at all that supports or promotes drug use. It just isn't good for our kids.
In Colusa, Austin Herbaugh, Action News Now. The Feather River Parkway in Yuba City is covered in a layer of mud. Picnic tables have been overturned, signs have been knocked over, and paths have been washed away. At the height of the flooding, this shade structure behind me was almost completely underwater. Now take a look at the true scope of the damage to this park. This picnic table is completely unearthed, even the foundation. Officials are just beginning to assess the damage.
Well, the damage was created by the high water event and the spillway out of Oroville. And it started about 3 weeks ago, where we closed the park. By the time it was at its peak, we were looking at 10 to 12 feet of water coming through.
City officials say the area flooded in 1997, but the park is only about 6 years old.
So this would really be the first high water event that our park has gone through.
There's no timetable on when the park will reopen. For now, the focus is making sure it's safe.
Well, our primary concern is to make sure the park is safe before we allow people back in. There are trails that have trees that are unstable that we have to have arborists review. There are trails that are no longer there. They've been ripped out by the high water event and the receding of the water.
Flooding has also closed Riverfront Park in Marysville.
That is a large area for our population to play soccer.
In Yuba City, Austin Herbaugh, Action News Now.